Hey guys, this week we have a very special guest for you. I'm very excited, which is why I understand if you want to skip this first part. But I beg you not to, because I've got some shows I want to promote, and I'd love for you to come. I'll be in South Carolina at Wits End Comedy Club, June 5th to the 8th with a gaggle of gingers, which is why I made this promo. So if you want to come on down, come on down. If you're in Charleston, South Carolina, come through. Tickets are linked in the description. I'm also going to be in Long Beach, New York, at Borelli's Tap Room, June 16th, and Honolulu, Hawaii, at Blue Note on July 2nd. And I'm going to be with my mommy. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just finally like booking the hotels. I'm going a little crazy. So if you guys could come to that show, that would be huge. If that could pay for that trip, that would be really huge for you, girl, because I'm making it like it's a once in a lifetime trip, which it is. My mom's always wanted to go there, but I'm pulling out all the bells and whistles. I decided last night. I made the decision. I haven't booked it yet because I'm still hesitant. I have to book it before I change my mind. But my mom doesn't know we're really doing it up in Hawaii. This last week was Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day. It was also Fleet Week in the city, which got me all horned up. I'm not going to lie. And I was a little too jazzed on the gram. And I use jazz interchangeably for horny. And I was jazzed on the gram, saying, I can't believe it's Fleet Week. I'm very excited. Jazzed, if you will. And then I remembered Fleet Week is a wide range of ages. And I didn't want to seem too creepy in the sense of the new cadets or whatever they may be. But there are some older gentlemen that I had met over the weekend. And it was my first Fleet Week in town, in the city, because I'm usually gone. Yeah, I wish I had a better end to that story. I didn't, what's the word? I guess I didn't score. I didn't hook, line, and sink them. I didn't reel them in. I just, one guy asked me for a picture. That was about it. And then I said, where are you going? And he was already gone. So this weekend was fun. I went a little crazy on Friday night. I decided to start betting on these basketball games because I don't really watch basketball, but when you're betting on the game, it makes it a lot more fun. And I don't want to say who I'm betting for because it's whoever has the best odds. And people are going to hate that, but I don't care. I don't really have any stake in either of these teams besides that I live in New York. So I guess that's not cool. But they beat the Celtics, so I'm like neither here nor there, you know? I'm a New England fan till I die, except the football I'm a little skeptical of these days, but you saw, I really only root for the team that lets me on the field. Oop, she's lost it. Who gives a shit? You would too. Yeah, I realized while I was betting on these games that I wasn't actually even watching the games. I was just trying to see who was courtside. And then my friends would go, oh my God! And I'm like, who, is it Timothy? And they're like, no, you missed that whole sequence. I don't know. Play. That whole play. Jesus, I know sports. I don't know why. I'm not trying to be one of those dumb bras. It's just my brain's not working today. Oh, and then, so Friday night, I went a little too crazy, which meant Saturday I stayed in. I was good. I knew my bounds. I knew my limits. But I didn't limit myself the way I should have in the sense of ordering food. And I ordered so much food that I think I need to find a nutritionist. I think I have a problem. I ordered cake. An actual cake. Not just a slice of cake. I ordered a whole fucking cake. What was I celebrating? I don't know. Being a piece of shit. A degenerate gambler. A drunk. That's what I was celebrating? No, you can't just have cake because you feel like it. You can't order a whole cake because your tummy craves it. Okay? And so now I've realized I've got myself a little bit of a binge problem. If I'll be so frank. So yeah, if you're a nutritionist, please hit me up. Then on Sunday, me and my friends, we went to Red Hook for our semi-annual Brooklyn Fest, Crab Fest, Spring Fest extravaganza. We had my birthday at Brooklyn Crab back in October, and October is not the time to be there. It was desolate. It was like Manchester by the Sea kind of vibes. Nobody was there. It was sad. It was eerie. And now that it was Memorial Day weekend, I was like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be. So I think with the semi-annual of it all, we get the good and the bad. And that's just overall, I really, if you ever come to New York, I know it's like not on the top of people's lists to go to Red Hook, but if you've done everything you have so far, I suggest going to Red Hook. It's a really fun day. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get over there, but you go Brooklyn Crab, then there's a brewery. And if you're looking for other things to do besides drink and eat, I'm not your gal. So had a lot of fun. And then the next day, yesterday was the American Music Awards. And I ran into my neighbor when I was leaving today, and she said she wanted to come on and give her 2 cents about the American Music Awards. And I just need to preface that she is an old-timer, New York, elitist piece of shit. And so take everything she says with a grain of salt. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you my New York elitist piece of shit neighbor. I guess I came in dripping. That's what Cardi B would have said, but where the hell was she this year? And also, Grace, where were you? There were so many influencers there. I could have sworn it was the Ask Me Anything Awards. Well, and since you asked, I'm going to say what everyone's too cowardly to say online. The award show took place at the Fontainebleau in Las Vegas, but the only thing that was blue was my husband's balls while watching the show. But me, I was jazzed. I liked the show. AMA. More like, am I gay? I don't know. After watching Renee Rapp's performance, all I could think of was I need to wrap things up with my husband, Terrence. But then I remembered how J-Lo kicked off that award show, and I was reminded how people act during a breakup. Damn shame. I mean, imagine taking a gig to fix your whole image and getting visibly upset when people woo and cheer while you're introducing the next artist. She might be from the block, but I think she might be working it soon. What? And who was she introducing? Janet Jackson. Good friend of mine. We used to party back in the day. But I will say, Janet, she used to be a lot more fun. She didn't even do her hit classic last night, The Nip Slip. They had Zac Efron's little baby brother backstage getting absolutely wasted last night, promoting some drink called On the Rocks. Well, you know what else is on the rocks? My marriage. Call me, Dylan. I'll keep this one short. Dan and Shay won Best Country Duo. Now, real quick, I just want to ask the public, who is Gwen Stefani's plastic surgeon? Oh, I can't say that? Well, she shouldn't have had Harajuku girls back in the day, but I'm not saying anything. Oh, and we got a real treat last night. I'm getting all hot and bothered thinking about it. Rod Stewart, Sir Rod Stewart, was performing last night, and let me just say, his taste in women hasn't changed since the 70s. He likes them blonde, he likes them beautiful, he likes them talented, which is why he had 3 Nikki Glazers doo-wopping behind him. And for the grand finale, America, you picked a winner. You decided who the artist of the year was. And there were 10 artists to choose from, and I need to read them off because I simply can't remember their names. We had Ariana Grande, Chappell Roan, Kendrick Lamar, Morgan God's Country Wallen, Post Malone, Sabrina Carpenter, SZA, Taylor Swift, and bleep this name. If you're unfamiliar with that fella, it's this one. Convincing yourself you're living the American dream. And the winner was Billie Eilish, who, like 90% of the winners, sent in a thank you video that resembled a ransom plea. I had fun, but like always, I was drunk. Now, before I go, I must say there were some hotties in the audience last night, including, but not limited to, Fibula and Jake Shane. And Grace, we have Jake Shane on the episode today, correct?
Yes, of course.
All right, you heard it here first. Enjoy the show.
Coming at you live from a shady Manhattan studio, it's Disgraceful, featuring your gracious ginger host.
Hey, watch yourself. Only I can say that.
Okay, boss, whatever you say. You pay my bills. Give it up for Grace O'Malley.
I am super jazzed, super excited, super stoked to have my friend, hilarious, amazing, can do no wrong, Jake Shane in the building today.
Oh, thanks so much for having me.
Oh my God,
I'm so excited. I missed you so much.
I miss you so much. Oh my God, we just did a warm embrace hug. It's been far too long.
No way it's been since
the incident?
Okay, there was no incident.
When
I
my
kissed your
part.
mom on your mouth.
Oh, yes.
What incident are... Okay.
So I'm thinking about when I almost got arrested.
Oh my God, that is the last time I saw you.
The last time, yeah.
That is the last time I saw you.
I was like, oh my God, I feel like, and I haven't seen Alex either. And I'm like, I think maybe I might have done something that I can't remember. That
That was iconic. That was actually like, everyone in the bar, everyone was like, no, everyone talked about it the entire week after. Everyone was like, she's a legend.
Dude.
Because it was so iconic. Like all of a sudden, Alex and I are just sitting there, all of a sudden, boom. And I'm like, oh my God, like off we go.
Yep. So what it was for those of you who are unfamiliar, we were all wearing your merch in the bar.
Yeah.
After a
People's Choice Awards.
People's Choice Awards. Yes, of course, because of course I was there. So we went to People's Choice, and then we went out after. First we went to
the after party.
And it was a bunch of Real Housewives giving us dirty looks.
That's
how I remember it.
Well,
you don't have
sat
to.
in the wrong section.
Mm-hmm.
We sat in the section that was meant for like someone else, and then we were all like, woo! And then that one was like, you need to leave.
And we're like, oh, these fucking TikTokers think they're hot shit. I was like, I actually just shit myself, so I am neither here nor there.
So then we went to my house,
mm-hmm.
and then we drank at my house a lot.
And you had a bulk order of your new merch.
Yeah, I did.
There was like boxes and boxes.
And I was like, do you guys want? And then I put it on everyone, and then we went to Jameson's.
Jameson's, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I can never remember.
It was Jameson's. And we got peanut butter shots.
Which are delicious.
Amazing.
I think I'm barred from that establishment. I don't think I'm allowed back in.
I think you'd be allowed if you tried.
Those were delicious. I would love to go back someday.
Yeah.
If I could.
We'll go back.
But we ordered these shots, and then we're all wearing our merch. We're having a blast. We're having like
it was really fun.
Good old time. And then some kid walks in and called us all a slur. For wearing these sweatshirts. It's the one that starts with F and ends with T, and not fat.
Called us faggots.
Yes, thank you. I
don't remember that, but apparently she did. Because I was just like so in my own world. But then Grace was like, okay. And all of a sudden, she swung.
Well, I waited like 15 minutes to decide if I wanted to hit him or not.
Right.
And that's the weird part.
Yeah.
It had already happened. It was already went by. And I had already had some choice words with him. And I sat down and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And I really, you know what? At least I sat and I thought about it.
No,
first,
you didn't. It didn't just like happen immediately.
Mm-hmm. And so, last time I saw you, I punched a guy in the head.
I cannot believe that was the last time I saw you.
I know.
I guess that wasn't as long ago as I think it is. It was like a little over a year ago.
A little over, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's a good segue for my first segment here.
Oh, okay.
We haven't seen each other in like over a year and a half.
Right.
But when we first met, it was 2 years ago, and you did your first podcast with us.
You were my first podcast.
Yes.
Yes, and you made me laugh so hard.
Oh my God, thank you so much. And right back at you.
You said something really funny about Six Flags.
Did I?
Yeah, you said something really fucking funny about Six Flags.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't even remember my best work. Since then, you have just been crushing it, killing it, and you were so new to everything. And I think it's really funny to look back at that interview and think about the topics we were discussing.
What were we talking about?
Well, I'd like to conduct like a let's just steal Billie Eilish's Vanity Fair thing.
Oh, okay, I like that. I like that.
We talk about what we talked about then and see how things have changed
now.
Oh,
I'm obsessed.
Thank you so much. And yeah, I stole it, but I think it's perfect.
No, it's amazing, and I'm already having the best time.
So the first topic we talked about on the podcast was that we asked you a brutal question of what's your long-term goal?
And what did I say?
And you said, 1, I'm not really sure, but 2, the only reason that I like kind of blew up in the span of a week is for my improv acting skits. So I'm definitely like wanting to pursue acting. And here I am watching my favorite show, and there you are on my favorite show 2 years later.
Oh, like that's really sweet. Yeah,
I
that's still my goal. That's still my goal.
It's so dude, it blew my mind to look back at this from 2 years ago and be like, dude, it was literally just my favorite show. I'm so like, dude, how was that? How was Hags?
Like, actually, I was so scared. I walked onto set and I was like so terrified. I literally didn't know what to expect. I'd never been on a show or anything before. And everyone, like, from down to like the boom operator, from Paul, Lucia, and Jen, to like Meg, to Hannah, to Jean, was so welcoming. Like I sat on a chair, like I thought, like,
was it one of those like Actor chairs?
Like they have like
Very
a
cool.
waiting room. Okay, so you film a scene and then you go back to the waiting room because they have to reset it because they have to film it from like 3 different angles. And so I would assume that like because like I'm a guest star, like my chair would be like separate or like with other like I just assumed like Jean and Hannah would be like on their own and like it was me and it was a scene with me, Jean, and Hannah and it was the room. It was just me, Jean, Hannah, all sitting in one room. And I was like, oh my God, I immediately felt so welcomed and everyone was so lovely and so nice. And it was like actually the best experience ever. I can see it was one of those experiences where you're like, oh, I see why this show is as successful as it is because the environment is so good when creating it.
The opposite of the environment they portray on the show.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
That's so funny.
It is really funny seeing like Jean and Hannah be so like lovey to each other like off camera because like on camera they like hate each other.
The chemistry's there 1000%.
I know.
It's so good. And
they
Jean
really
plays
are like such close
comic.
friends.
Yeah, it's so wild. So did you have to audition for that?
Yeah, I auditioned for this one role. I didn't get it, and then
on the same show.
Yeah, on Hacks.
Gotcha.
It was like I forget. It was a role for something else, and then this other role just kind of came about. I remember. I think I posted a lot of skits that weekend.
Yeah.
Because I remember being like, oh, I'm so sad, but like, I'm just going to post a bunch of skits. And I think the skits might have made it to them.
Oh, yeah.
And then they like thought of me for this other role. And like, that's how that role came about.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
And it was cool because like
Literally what you said 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Making the skits and making it happen.
Yeah.
And after, when you finished that sentence, you were like, I don't know, I guess I'm just going to manifest it.
Yeah.
And you did.
I did.
That's fucking adorably fucking amazing. Oh my God.
It's crazy because I felt super like I would say a year in, like I kind of thought like the acting thing wasn't gonna happen. Because after you hear no so many times, you're like, okay, well, obviously it's not happening. And then for it to happen on like my favorite show was like really cool.
Well, I just had Hannah Burner on and she was like, I audition for all these things all the time, but in my mind, I'm getting it. So she just puts it in her head and she's like, no, but I didn't get that one, but I'm getting the next one.
Oh, like
so she just has like great like confidence when it comes to that. I was like, that's a great way to look at it because when I don't get something, I'm like,
I get really up. No, most of the time you don't hear back. So most of the time, like you don't even hear a no. You just hear nothing. You just like see it announced on paper and you're like, oh, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
But
that's always tough. And it's like, oh, that's...
That,
damn it, that was supposed to be that thing that I really wanted.
Yeah, and it just like sucks reading it and you're like, oh, okay.
I'm so happy for them.
Yeah.
I love deadline articles.
Oh my God, I know. But I found out I got Hacks on the last day of this like commercial I was doing, and that was the best moment of my life.
Oh my God. How did I forget? You were in a Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, it wasn't for that one, but it was for Walmart. I was in a Super Bowl commercial. Yes, I was in a Super Bowl commercial.
That's so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
How is that?
Amazing. I didn't know it was going to be a Super Bowl commercial at the time.
Oh, so it's just like an extra
It was like
bonus?
Poppy was shooting these commercials, and then all of a sudden it was like, okay, and now it's going to be a Super Bowl commercial.
That's so crazy.
So like I didn't feel the pressure while doing it. I mean, I felt pressure, but like I think if I knew it was going to be a Super Bowl commercial, I would have been a lot more scared.
Yeah, no,
so I'm
that's
like almost
good.
happy I didn't know at the time, but that was cool. That's when I got texts from like my parents being like, our friends texted us, which I never get.
So that's another thing you were talking about was how your parents were handling your newfound success, like telling them, and your dad had a call with your manager and he was like, oh, I guess this is like a real thing.
Right.
And then your mom had said, if you ever make money doing this, don't go crazy and spend it. Now, my question here is, how mad is your mom right now?
Okay. So I would actually like to say I'm pretty I'm you know what? Like I get a lot of money anxiety because like I grew up like I remember like the recession in 2008. So like I get like I like think about like my parents arguing over money. So like it's always in the back of my head.
Yeah.
My mom has helped me put a lot of my money aside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because she's a financial advisor.
Yeah. So she like writes about finance.
Okay.
So like she puts
financial
a lot
literature.
Yeah, well, not that I know anything about that, but she helps me put a lot of it aside. I would say she gets really angry. Yeah, she gets really angry.
You also didn't have a credit card at the time.
I have a credit
you
card
got a
now.
credit card.
I have a credit card now.
That's so funny. Oh, and then the other thing we were talking about was how you were just like kind of coming into the scene and you got to start meeting like all these celebrities, and you talked about your run-in with Maggie Rogers at a Vanity Fair party.
Oh my God. You know, I saw her again in an elevator when I was on tour.
And was it any less awkward?
Yes, she was so lovely. And she said she was like a fan.
Oh my, see, that's so crazy.
She was like, I know you. And I was like, oh my God, what? Which is so different than the first one.
The turn of events.
Because I was like running up to her as a fan of the first one. And then the second one, it felt, she was like, wait, I know you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, you do?
That's so crazy.
And I was it was my Chicago show. I was in Chicago.
No shit. And so it's funny because you were talking about how you ran into Maggie Rogers. We actually asked you who's the biggest celebrity you've met so far, and you said like Charlie D'Amelio, which is funny. And then I was talking about how I had just ran into Whitney Cummings, and she was in The Office, and I was like, I think I blew it. I don't know if I'll ever see her again.
Oh my God, I do remember you saying that, and then you opened for her.
Yeah, and then we're like
crazy.
No, we're like best friends. It's
that
so
is
crazy.
so crazy.
It's so
I remember you saying that.
I was like, yeah, dude, I don't know, I blew it. She was like eating a salad, I yelled in her face, and you were like, no, it's fine. I like freaked Maggie Rogers out.
I did. I literally did.
It's just so funny how things have changed in like just only 2 years.
And all the stuff we create in our own heads.
It's so wild. Yeah, because like we're like running around like little anxious messes, but it's really not like that.
I know. But it's almost like I don't know how to operate through life any other way.
Yeah, I know.
It's I think whatever.
That's kind of what I do with like if I'm not like friends with someone like I am with you and they come on the show, I'm like, I am nervous. And I just tell on myself. I'm like, I am nervous.
Me as well. And I think it's like because maybe they're nervous too and like they don't want to tell you, but I still get so nervous every time a guest comes on that I'm not like close with.
Who were you most excited to interview so far?
Excited? I was really excited to interview Ed Sheeran.
Oh
and
my
it was
God,
like a treacherous journey to get there. Like it was like we took like 2 flights and then like we took a flight from France to Amsterdam to Boston all on the same day, got off in Boston. I like went to the bathroom of his hotel, like wiped my body down with like wipes because they had no like showers, like put on deodorant, like washed my face, did the interview, and then got on another flight home.
Holy shit.
But I was like, it's Ed Sheeran.
You have to.
And I was also really, really excited to do Role Model the second time because I knew the first time was so funny.
The way you conduct your interviews is so fucking awesome. And
really?
like you're just like a pal. It's literally what you say in your song. It's just like it's as if you're watching 2 friends hanging out.
Well, that's how I feel with you right now.
That's good. That's huge because I don't know why I'm actually kind of nervous.
Wait,
again,
do you want to? Can I hit your vape?
Yes, of course.
Maybe that'll make us feel better.
So much better.
Yeah,
that'll be really good and take some mind off things.
And like I saw that it was pink, and I got so excited.
Yeah, it's love story. That's how I show love.
I love it. I do feel love from you right now.
We feel love in this Applebee's. What is the saying? I don't
think it's that. Is it that?
I feel God in this Chili's.
I still have never been to Chili's.
People go crazy about their mozzarella sticks.
I've heard.
The pull.
Nashville, yeah. I'll take you to get the best mozzarella sticks in LA.
Where's this?
Beverly Glen Deli.
Oh, that sounds
really
snazzy.
It's not. But actually, it's not like a... Yeah, it's good. It's great. Yeah.
It's so funny because after we did the episode 2 years ago, you were like, I think I'm going to start a podcast. And then you told us the idea, and it is fantastic.
Was that the same idea?
It was, yeah. It was, or maybe it was the second time we hung out.
Definitely the second.
Yeah. Yeah, because you were real new on the first time.
Yeah. Well, I was so nervous. Do you remember how nervous I was? I was like sitting down, like shaking.
Yeah, you're like, look, I'm shaking.
Because I didn't know. I think at the time, I thought everything I was gonna say was gonna have like some sort of like pushback, and like everyone was gonna yell at me about stuff.
And it was like your first time like opening up about your personal life.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I never. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have an outlet before.
Yeah.
It was just it was the way you were doing TikToks was much different than you do now.
Yeah.
You know?
Crazy.
It's
so
so
much
wild.
has changed.
It's so crazy. And tour's been great.
Tour's been amazing.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So you're on a break right now.
I'm on a break. I start again May 16th.
Okay.
And then I end in July. But I have a break in June as well.
That's huge. You need a break.
Yeah.
You need like a little bit of especially in the summertime.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've never toured in the summertime and I hate the heat, so I'm a little scared.
I guess people don't really, unless you're like musicians will tour in the summer.
Yeah.
But other than that, nobody really wants to go to a theater in the summertime.
That would make
much.
sense. That would align with my beliefs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're touring, how do you like, I try to see a little bit of the city when I'm there, but it's hard.
It's hard.
Especially because you're on a tour bus.
Well, it depends like how I wake up. Like sometimes I wake up really early and then like I'll like walk with like Louise to get a coffee because she like always like gets a coffee at like some like local coffee spot. Like they always like try to find one. What I always try to do is go out to eat after the show,
Mhm.
but it's hard because a lot of places aren't open at like
Yeah.
10 p.m. on a Wednesday. But sometimes we'll get really lucky, and so. But I always try to, and I'll usually do like a walk around the venue.
Mm.
But like when I was in Indiana, it was nice because we were on campus, so I got to walk around the campus.
Oh hell yeah!
And that was fun. We got to buy merch. And then like when I'm in like Chicago, like
Chicago rocks.
Chicago rocks.
I love the people of Chicago are absolutely God's gift.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then if I'm there like a day before too, then I really like explore the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like, do you plan anything, or you just like go like willy nilly?
I just like kind of willy-nilly it. So,
Yeah.
But the one thing I do plan is like I'll look up like restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the one thing. Everything else I'm just kind of like
What
whatever.
did I see a restaurant had like a club membership or something?
Oh my God.
What was that?
It was Toca Madera.
Toca Madera.
It was Toca Madera. We went to Toca Madera, and I saw this other table get fajitas, and I was like, oh, fajitas actually sound lovely.
Yeah.
So I asked for fajitas.
That's always the case with fajitas, though. You see them go out, and you need
you're like,
them.
and they
You
were
need them.
sizzling, and
Yeah.
I had just had amazing fajitas in Dallas. Actually, Dallas was one of my favorite cities I went to.
No shit.
The food was unbelievable.
You get BBQ?
No, I just got Mexican.
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah,
Tex-Mex.
yeah, it was unbelievable. But then we
I
went
want
to
to be like fajitas.
yeah, same.
Like everyone wants me when they see me go by.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like thinks about you after you're gone.
Mm.
But like I saw them and I was like, and they were like, you have to be a member of like Toca Madera. And I was like,
It's
what?
the craziest shit I've ever heard.
And then so I was just like,
You do
what?
a diva fit.
I was just like, what do you mean? And then I was just like, we were laughing about it. And then like I made a TikTok and then they ran up to me and were like, you can have the fajitas. Like all is
calm down.
Yeah, like all is good. But I was just like, oh my God, no way.
Yeah.
Like, and then I walked by the table that got the fajitas and I was like, do you know, like, so you guys are members?
Yeah.
And they were like, what? And I was like, oh, sorry. And then I ran
Craziest
away.
plot twist of all time
Yeah.
is that they told you had to be a member.
Right. And I was like, you're not members? Do you remember that? You were so embarrassed. Louise was so embarrassed.
Well, that is like I would go like Boston crazy on that. I'd be like, what the fuck you mean I can't have the fucking fajitas? They have a membership? What do you mean a membership? This is a restaurant.
It was like joking. Like I wasn't like throwing a fit. I was
No.
like, no way.
No,
like,
you're
no
saying
way.
no
That,
way. I'm saying no way.
Yeah, like, right.
We handle it would be a little different.
That reminds me of when my grandparents, they have this like infamous story when they went to, this is so random. They like went to go get like all you can eat lobster.
Oh, that's
And then the lobster ran out, and like the guy they were with like literally threw a fit, and there was like an actual uprising at this all you can eat lobster restaurant. It's like my grandpa's favorite story to tell.
dude, that's fucking
He's like, and
hilarious.
there was no lobster. Or she was like, everyone showed up.
At the
Sorry.
all you can eat lobster.
Yeah.
That is that's actually a horror story where I
Yeah.
come from.
Yeah.
No more lobster.
Yeah.
I'll put lobster
From
in.
Boston, right?
Yeah, from Boston.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I love Boston. I'm going there in a few weeks.
Oh no way. Where
Yeah.
you playing?
I'm not playing. I'm just going for a little vacation.
Oh fuck yeah.
hang
Where?
out with, I think just Boston.
Oh, Boston local.
We had this. I had this amazing. What was that restaurant we went to, Louise? It was after Ed Sheeran. I don't know. All the food in Boston is amazing.
It rocks. It
The
really
seafood
does.
is amazing.
Seafood's amazing. Somebody tried to tell me the other day that Boston doesn't have any kind of food or culture.
What?
I was like, it's seafood.
I feel like Boston's like known for their culture.
Like no, well, it's tough. Some of it's not all that great, the culture of it all. But I'm gonna move on to a question. How about that? How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
Jake, you might have heard that I'm looking for a new co-host.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. So I have each guest come on, and I ask them a series of questions to see if they'd be a good fit.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't have anything going on, right?
Nothing.
So you have a background in acting. We've just
Yep,
talked
now,
about. Congrats
yeah.
on Hacks. And as well as experience being a television critic. What is the key criteria for a successful late night show that would ensure a positive review from a critic's point of view.tumblr.com?
It would be one where you're able to get like almost tangibly feel how comfortable the guest is.
Mm. Are you feeling tangibly?
Yeah, I'm feeling very comfortable.
Wonderful.
Yes,
So
yeah.
far, we're off to a great start.
Yes.
This is great. All right. Next question. As a certified therapist, what level of intellect will you contribute to the psych evaluation of our guests?
Oh, none.
No.
Yeah. None.
Yeah, I think that's the right answer.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can't just go around calling people crazy.
No.
Yeah.
And that's how they used to cast reality television too. They would do like psych evals and like pretty sure like the ones would like that were like the most unhinged, they'd be like, come on down.
That's when television was great.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you went through it, but
Yeah.
oh, that's another thing we were talking about on the podcast before, 2 years ago, as how you used to sneak and hide watching Jersey Shore.
Yep.
Now you have a song with Snooki.
I know.
Can you believe?
How crazy is that?
That's fucking nuts.
The first time I ever met Snooki like over the phone was when I was a guest at your show.
Oh no shit.
Yes.
Oh yeah. What was that?
Because Joey was there.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, I have Nicole on the phone, and I was freaking the fuck out.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that show was thank you so much for doing that.
Of
That was
course, I
fucking
had a great
huge.
time.
That was so much fun. That was the New York show.
Yeah, we drank
had
a little. We
blast.
drank after.
Ooh,
hung out with your mom.
Boy, did we. Oh, my mom has some questions she'd like to ask at the end of this podcast.
Oh, amazing. I love your mom.
Okay, next question. One of us has to be more emotionally stable to co-host. Which one of us will it be?
You.
I have grippy socks under my belt.
Oh, okay. What is grippy socks?
Oh, it's the beautiful, delicate footwear that they give you when you go to a mental hospital.
Oh, okay, great. Got it. Totally.
So I think it actually might be you.
Yeah. I think I'm a little more emotional. No, I'm not. I've actually was so like I went on this like whole like I went on this whole like moment about like I watched Conclave the other day and I went on like a 2-hour rant about it, like in a good way because it was great. And then when you like talk for so long and then you look around and you're like, oh my God, like what you like black out while like talking. And that's when I know something's wrong.
So that you would call that, because this is my next question, would that be your most recent spiral?
No, that was like a good spiral.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Passionate.
Louise, what was my most recent spiral?
You're passionate about the arts.
Yeah, passionate about Conclave. Well, especially because like we're about to have a Conclave.
That is true.
Have you seen Conclave?
I haven't.
Okay, so you need to see Conclave. It's great, but also for the sole purpose that like we're about to have an actual conclave.
That is interesting. I saw a picture of Pope Francis from when he was younger.
He look good.
Would.
Really?
Want to see it? Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see a photo.
Smash.
Oh my God, smash! What? Oh, and he was like always a pope.
Yeah.
As we're
once
like
a pope, always a
vaping,
pope,
like,
they say.
Yeah. And can you like, what's the vibe when you're a pope?
No fucking.
Okay, got it.
But you can drink.
You can drink?
Yeah.
Well, they like, they vape all throughout Conclave.
What?
Yep. I was just as shocked as you were.
That is the coolest thing.
It is the coolest thing ever. They like hit the vape and they smoke cigarettes. It's like amazing.
You know what drives me crazy?
What?
Is when I'm watching a show and they're not vaping correctly.
Grace?
It drives me nuts.
Yes. I was watching Ma. Last night. Have you ever seen Ma?
Don't make me drink alone.
Don't make me drink
Don't
alone.
make me drink
and I was
alone.
with my friend Will and he was like, what's Ma? And Peyton and I were like, what's Ma? And so we put on Ma.
Oh, speaking of which, how are the girls?
The girls are perfect.
I love the girls.
The girls are perfect.
Oh, I didn't scare them away, right?
They are obsessed with you.
Oh, rock on. Okay,
like
God bless.
you laughed and they were like, we love her. They were like,
and then Brat just moved to New York.
No, Julia and Peyton. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Brat and I are staying back.
Okay, gotcha.
But,
wait, they both moved to New York?
They're going to eventually.
Oh,
I
okay,
think.
gotcha.
I don't know what month or when, but they're making the move.
How does that make you feel?
Sad.
That is sad.
Really sad.
Are you gonna get your own place? If
I
that's
don't
the case,
know. I don't know. I want to.
You have a great thing going on right now.
I just love LA so much. And like New York gives me like anxiety that I haven't felt in a really long time. Like I'm like, whoa. But like I also like find love in New York in ways that I haven't before. So like I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's like harder for me to find love in LA. And like I feel a little more independent in New York because I don't drive. So I can like move around on my own.
Yeah, I think I have the opposite feel of like when I'm in LA, I don't have all the busyness going on.
Got it.
And so I feel like I can be more productive and get more things done.
In LA?
In LA.
I also feel more productive in LA. In New York, I can't say no to a drink.
No,
so
I can't.
that's like my problem. I like went to New York last week and I was like, I'm not drinking during the week. Excuse me.
You're silly.
It was literally 2 p.m. I hadn't had a single bite of food and we were like, should we just get a glass of wine?
Yeah.
And then like I drank for the first time to relieve stress and I was like, oh, this is bad.
and
Like
then you keep going like myself, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
yeah. But I'm trying to think of my last spiral. I don't want to know. It was the other week and it wasn't good. I'm pretty sure I went on like a my life is over moment type vibe.
God forbid. God forbid you that was the week that Hacks came out and you were on it and you wanted to end it all.
Well, it's crazy.
Grass is always greener.
No, like I think I don't know what it was. It wasn't Hacks. That was a great week. But I remember I remember being really anxious when that news came out. I don't know why. I was just really anxious that like people were gonna be like, why?
Oh, fuck that. So here's the thing. My friend just texted me and she just said that either Nikki or Hannah had given her the best advice. Nikki Glaser or Hannah Berner had given her the best advice of just you shouldn't care what other people are doing and what they think. And
Right,
once
I
you're
do.
doing that, it's
Yeah.
I bet that's so freeing.
I mean, I'm sure, but I don't think I'm gonna feel that until I'm older, maybe.
Yeah.
But I had a moment today actually where I could have cared what other people thought. And I actually am like right now trying to like actively push it away. But I just had Pink Pantheress on the podcast and she was telling me how she like can look in the mirror and like actively ignore those thoughts. And I'm like, damn, like once I learn how to do that, like
I mean, that's the key. That's the gift. That's what keeps the people becoming successful.
right,
Really.
right.
But because you have the monster in your head, and that guy's crazy.
He's crazy.
He's out of his fucking mind.
Out of his mind.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
Well, Pink Panther. That's so sick.
Yeah, no,
by the
she's
way.
Unbelievable and so fucking funny.
So how do you pick your guests? Is it the good
It's
old fashioned team promotions press tour type
It's
thing?
a mix of both.
Yeah, okay.
It's a mix of both. A lot of times I'm like, I really like when Disco Lines came on.
Fatty.
I was like, I need him.
Dude.
Like, I need him. And I
He's
saw he did
fucking-
yours as well.
Yeah, that's the boy.
I'm obsessed with him.
Dude, I love him. There's nothing going on up there. I love it.
I'm like, what? Like, and it was just like, I've been like, sometimes it's just like stuff that I'm really passionate about.
Yeah. I saw some TikToks. He just did like Breakaway Festival in Tampa. I had to drive by it to go to my show. I was like, I have to make a decision right now.
Yeah,
if I
do I
like comedy and love my fans, or do I want to go do Molly and see Disco Lines?
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Right? I had to
Yeah.
really make a choice.
Yeah.
And I saw some girls posted a TikTok and they're like, I'm only here because of Jake Shane.
Oh, they said that?
They're like, I
Thaddeus,
loved
you hear
him.
that? I saw him. I actually got lunch with him yesterday.
Oh, really?
Isn't that so random?
Yeah, that is so crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
I could do a good impression of him.
Please.
No, sorry. Oh, I used to be able to do it.
That was
Got one
good.
of those laughs.
That
you
was
know?
good. Yeah, he did. Yeah, but he laughs at like the most random things.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, yeah, I'm really happy right now, and he'll be like, and I'm like, what the fuck?
You did a good
Yeah.
laugh of him.
But
Can you do
he's-
impressions?
Of people very near and dear to my heart. I can do impressions of like my best friends, and that's it.
Can we get a sample?
Like it's when I'm on, like I'm trying to think of like a good impression I can do. Like no, like I'm trying to. I used to be really good at them, like excellent at them. Like it used to be like my forte. I could do a good Lisa Barlow impression.
Oh, that'd be great.
Do you know who Lisa Barlow is?
Of course, who doesn't?
Okay, I'm like kind of embarrassed. Everyone has to turn around. She'll be like, "Wait, baby, gorgeous. Wait. It was good, right? It was good, right? Wait, what? Meredith, what? Like I'm good at I'm good at Lisa Barlow.
Yes, you are. Damn.
And then like Meredith, I'm working on. She's just, you have to get really like nasally with it.
Mhm.
You're like, I can't.
Serious.
Yeah, serious. Be like the rumors, like, you know,
Oh,
like
the
you have to. I
rumors.
can't. Lisa Barlow. We'll end on that.
That
note.
was really
a
good.
good
Thank you
one.
very much.
Yeah.
We'll add applause.
Thanks. Thank you. Continue.
Oh, sorry. No, please.
No, please.
No, please.
Please.
Two alpha podcast hosts.
No, please go.
Sit in a room. So my next question, and this is still the audition to be the co-host.
Okay, amazing.
If you were going to relocate to any city from your tour so far, which one would you choose for us and why?
New York.
New York.
I feel like that's like the home of late night.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Or imagine you for like, Milwaukee. They got really good.
Okay, you want to know my favorite city I went to? One of my favorite cities I went to was where did it snow? Minneapolis. Loved it there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, and I love Missouri.
Oh, Missouri. That's where that is.
Yeah. No. That's not where that is.
Oh.
But I was two separate thoughts.
Minneapolis is Minnesota.
Yes.
Yeah, and I did a show there,
Uh-huh.
and I couldn't say Minneapolis.
Yeah, I get that.
I just kept saying, "What is up, Minnesota?"
Yeah.
I was like, I can't say Minneapolis.
I've had that before.
I performed in the Mall of America.
Ooh, I wanted to go there and I never made it.
It's all good. You can skip it.
Okay,
It's
really?
all you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And like it was so crazy because like they have you stay in the mall, so you never leave
What?
the mall the whole weekend.
That's like when I went to Singapore.
Really?
And I stayed in this hotel, and it was like also a mall in the hotel and a nightclub and a million restaurants, and like it was crazy.
Wait, that's wild.
It
When
was
did you go to Singapore?
June of 2023,
Oh shit!
a while ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were you popping off over there for?
Just like a Paramount trip.
Oh,
It was like my
rock
first
on.
bread trip.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it was fun.
That is fun. It all depends on who's there.
Right.
Did you have a good crew?
Yes, I made best friends with Nia from Dance Moms, and
rock on.
she is God's gift to this green earth.
Dude, I'll tell you, those Dance Moms girls, they know how to get
No,
down.
but she was just so positive, and I'm like the most negative traveler, and like she was like, "Come on, like like we're
be all
here."
right.
Like
She
and
tries
it was-
to dance to
it
make
was-
you happy.
No, it was like the perfect like juxtaposition of like me being so negative and her being so positive.
That's the
And she was
classic yin and yang.
Yeah, and we just became like this. I love her, Nia.
Fuck
I love
yeah.
you.
Shout out Nia. Oh, this is a great moment. We do a segment here where we just call out shout outs.
Oh, shout outs.
So if you want to just look right
Oh,
to this
okay.
camera
Shout
and give
out.
shout outs to whoever you
Oh my
want.
God, who should I shout out? Okay, I'm gonna shout out my best friends. So Alice, Brett, Julia, and Peyton and Kennedy. I love you girls. You're my girls, and I love you. Shout out to Louise.
Hey,
Louise.
Louise Camp.
Shout out to Manny. Manny, I love you. Shout out to Nolan, my podcast producer. I was thinking about how grateful I am for him today. Shout out to my parents. They got a new dog named Barney.
God bless Barney.
Shout out to my brother. He's graduating college.
Wow.
Oh my God, did you just hear that? I like whistled into the mic.
Well, you're just so excited for him.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Oh, God bless.
Because you are doing such a great job, and I love your show.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm a nervous wreck.
And no, you don't seem it at all. And shout out to Lorde, because I want her to drop her new album.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, people aren't liking that song.
Oh,
They're
well,
not getting it.
Okay, well, I posted something and I said the people that are complaining about the lyrics of the new Lorde song are the same people who think like adding like nevertheless to an essay like makes it sound smarter.
You nailed it.
I know.
You nailed it.
It was like a take that I thought of in the middle of the night, and I was like, I'm going to talk about that tomorrow.
That shit's
And then I went back to
good.
bed. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it's true. It's true.
It
It's
is true. And here's the thing. Switching up from I know you're friends with Charlie. Switching up with from Brat Summer to Lorde Summer. I don't know how I'm gonna make that switch because Brat is not just for the summer. Brat is an essence that I carry every day.
Well, I just remember feeling so free. But I think maybe Brat Summer, well, I don't know if it's ending. Charlie keeps posting stuff like, is it over? Is it not? Which I'm kind of obsessed with.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, we can take that into this summer. Like, I feel just as free listening to Lorde music as I do, and I feel just as reckless. Maybe not as reckless, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Brat Summer was like the best summer of my life.
It really was the best summer of my life. Oh my God. What was your favorite part of last summer?
I had this one weekend where I went to Vegas, and then I always talk about this. I went to Vegas and then the Hamptons, and I felt like a movie star. And
That is so movie star-esque.
it was so movie star-esque, and it was just like the best weekend ever. And it was really, really, really fun. And just like Brat Summer in New York in the summer is so magical.
Dude, it was ripping.
And I was
24/7.
in New York the weekend Brat came out, and it was just like, oh, it was perfect. I went to a club that night and they like played it, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it. Sorry. It was like fun.
Brat is Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Brat
it was just perfect. It was so fun.
And I will say you're a fantastic friend, because I did ask before we started rolling what Charlie whispered into your ear for people she hates, and you will not tell.
She swore me to secrecy. I can't.
That is, and
I
that's
can't.
really all I wanted to know.
I know. You were like, okay, we don't need a podcast.
We're all set here. No, wow, that's you're a man of your word.
I am.
So that's another great quality to have as a co-host. We're
Thank
still
you.
on this.
Yeah. I'm kind of obsessed. I am obsessed with this segment.
So say your phone was on 1%, all right?
Okay.
And you're in an unwalkable city you have never been to before, and you don't have your wallet. What would you do with the last
kill myself?
1% of your screen time?
Call the police.
Call the police.
Yeah. Oh my God. I would literally call the police. I'm so sorry. You can say I'm being dramatic, but like, if I don't know where I am and it's a non-walkable city, I don't drive. Like, you need to, like, I also don't drive.
Do you have a license?
No.
Me either.
Like, so what, I'm just going to walk into the abyss? Like, I literally don't know what I would do. I would call the police and be like, help me.
That's a call for help.
Please help me. I'm stranded.
That's a smart use of your resources
I would call
at the time.
police.
Yeah, 100%.
Or I'd send, like, I don't know. Oh my God. I'd probably send a pin to Louise and just be like, my phone's about to die. Please help me.
I'm in so much troublesome trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, next question and final question for co-host audition. After watching one of your TikToks, my mom stated to my sister, "He's one of the best people I've ever met. I love him."
I love your mom.
Can you rank the best people you've ever met that we could interview together?
Okay. The best people I've ever met. Well, a lot of those people are like my best friends. So I would say one of the best people I've ever met that we could interview together, Tate McRae.
Tate McRae.
I love her.
Dude.
She's such a great friend and just like the greatest of all time.
You guys are a great duo.
She's actually just like the best. Oh, and also Glenn Powell. It's like
Glenn
one of my
Powell-
biggest champions and so
can't.
nice.
It's like the coolest thing ever. Plus, Glenn Powell was the man of the summer.
But he
when
was
you
the
guys
man of the
became
summer.
BFFs forever.
But he just like always shows up, and I know how busy he is, and for him to like always show up the way he does, I am so grateful, and like he's just the best. Like when I got hacks, I called him.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And he's just the best.
I feel like you've been pleasantly surprised with how nice and welcoming everyone's been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really met someone that I've been like, ew.
How was it starting the podcast? Like, were you unsure of the direction? Because that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Okay.
It's just like an actual not on the cards question. I currently don't know how I feel about this. I love doing it and I love podcasting, but the pivot from going from like a duo to it's on me now has been a little tricky.
I 100% get that. I think what you have going for you and what you're so good at is that like you have all these like amazing segments. Like what you've done with me so far, like I've had a great time and like I haven't felt time go by. So like you're like a really good host. So you should know that to begin with. Second of all, I remember you've been podcasting longer than me, so I feel weird telling you like what it felt like for me.
Back in my day.
But like I remember being very unsure of it at first, and then you kind of have like that one interview that like really like fires you up.
Yeah.
And like you're like, "Oh my God, like this is awesome," and like I love doing this.
Dude, for me, it was last week, Hannah Burner.
Yeah.
I was like, you're my pal, you're my buddy. This feels comfortable. I had Connor on, but that was like the second one, so I was still kind of freaky.
Right.
But Hannah like just put me at ease. It was like shooting the shit. I like threw the cards away. It was great.
It's the best. And once you have that interview, when I started my podcast, I was like, is it just another podcast? No. Everyone loves podcasts. Everybody listens to podcasts. No, it's not just another podcast. And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like knowing that like when Mel Robbins said to me was that like you should feel like you're talking to one person. This was actually the best advice I got. She was like, because the way she podcasts, I'm like, oh my God, you literally are so personable. She said she imagines just like the one person like listening right there and like she's talking to that one person.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, that totally makes sense.
Did any of that advice like correlate?
No,
I feel like I just like
1000%.
jumped all over the place.
No, dude, because I watched like at watching your show, the way it's played out, like you just have become so much more comfortable and
Thank
like
you.
It just seems like two friends hanging and it's like you've truly got it going on.
Thank you.
And I just watched like the first couple minutes of your first episode just to refresh,
Yeah. Yeah, I was a different person.
Are you still using the timer?
Oh my
I thought that was perfect.
God, we're gonna bring back the timer.
The timer's
Where
great.
the fuck did the timer go? That was such a bit.
It's such a great bit because it's like you have 60 minutes allotted time.
Yeah.
And then that's what I've heard from the back end is that's all anyone wants to listen to is 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the attention span.
They don't.
And so that bit, and that's what a fucking therapist does.
Yeah,
is
they're like,
do
okay,
a timer,
done.
like, and then whatever you want to say next, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who I would have the best time interviewing with you?
Yeah.
Role model.
Oh
and
my God.
Thaddeus.
Dude, them two?
Yeah.
Those are like those guys.
I think we would have a lot of fun.
So I did the Sally of it all.
Oh, you did? That was amazing.
I couldn't believe I fell.
Took a tumble?
I took a tumble, but it couldn't have been better.
It was perfect because I think you fell right at, what is the lyric?
Fallen head
Fallen
first.
head for you legitimately fell head first.
It looked like a bit.
Yeah, but it was perfect.
I was so nervous. My bit was I was going to bring him 2 beers. So one for me, one for him. And I like was asking Steve, I'm like, does he drink? Like, I don't know. And they're like, yeah, he'll have a drink. And so I brought it up and I saved the beers.
You
I
did.
might have fell, but I saved the beers.
You did. I watched that. Your like hands were like this.
Like literally head first, but got the beers.
Got the beers. No, that was amazing. I was also so fucking nervous when I did it.
Really?
Oh my God, I was like, because I mean, I came right from my show to his show, and I thought like, oh, I just got off stage, I'll feel totally fine. No,
it's a different realm. It's not your thing.
Everything's moving very fast.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, everyone's singing, like everything's happening, like the song's playing, you can barely hear the song, and it was just a lot.
I feel like both fans had a very important decision to make that night. Am I going to Jake Shane or am I going to Role Model? Because you guys probably share.
There was a few that were like, I'm sorry, we're going to Tucker. I was like, girl, I get it. But then I went to Tucker anyway.
Dude, that's so awesome. You know what we did, which I totally forgot to talk about? We brought him. I bought as many roses that DoorDash would allow me.
Aww.
And we all brought them in. I went with my sister and my friend Stuart, who was opening for me that weekend. And we brought them into the green room. And as soon as I got there, I'm like, this is weird. This is so weird. Why did I bring all these fucking roses?
Wait, I think that's nice.
It was good. He was sick. The poor
he was
thing.
Sick?
He was sick.
That's crazy that he was able to perform while sick. I
know.
literally was like, what would I do?
Yeah, truly.
I like haven't had that happen to me yet, and I'm like anxious about it happening.
The thing about being sick and being and performing is there's something about the adrenaline that you get that you forget you're sick for the time you're out there.
Well, I get a little. Do you do meet and greets?
It depends.
So that what would make me anxious.
Mm-hmm.
I would be like I know I could do it while sick, but not the meet and greets because then I would get people sick, and then I don't want to like let them down and be like, I can't. Do you know what I mean?
That's tricky.
So that's like my number one fear, and it hasn't happened to me yet, thank God.
That's huge. Knock on some fucking wood.
But I get IVs like once or twice a week.
Oh, that's smart. Are you doing like the B12 thing?
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah. I'm learning about
I literally
these
have
things.
marks all over my arm from the IVs.
Oh, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
I have marks on my arms too. I can't really see them right now. But my mother, she asked me once, she was like, is everything all right?
Yeah, it looked like track marks.
And I said, yeah, that's stretch marks, Mama.
Oh, okay. Got it. She thought it was like you were shooting up.
Yeah, no, yeah. She knows I like to party, but like
not like that.
I'm not doing heroin.
Right. But sometimes it really like it looks like that for. Well, God, this is just. I mean, never mind.
Moving on from heroin, we have this new segment. It's called In the Green Room. Now, in the green room, this is where we, get to know you. We open up, because in the green room, you're shooting the shit. It's how you get to know the people that you love dearest. Right. And what we just talked about was exactly what the next question is.
Oh,
was that we were both Sallys?
Yeah, we were both Sallys. I forgot a shout out. Shout out to Matt.
Oh,
that's it.
It's important. You can't forget.
Yeah, no.
Are you gonna have anyone else be mad at you? You need to
shout out to Zach. Shout out to Corey. That's it.
You were anxious to go out, so I can answer that for you. But did you know the gals would have your back due to the parasocial relationships with both you and Role Model?
Oh, at Tucker show.
At Tucker show.
Yeah. I mean, I knew that they were. Honestly, I was just scared that I was gonna like look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was just scared that because I get I don't know.
Are you a dancer?
No.
Yeah,
like I'll dance alone in my room and I'll post that.
I can't dance.
But like I'm like, what do I like dance? What do I do here? What do I do with my hands? So that's what I was thinking about the whole time. And like I shake when I'm nervous, so I thought I was gonna like shake. I don't know.
Have you thought about doing those motherfucking beta blockers that everyone's talking about?
Okay, now I'm really considering it, and I wish I had done it before Role Model.
It is true, because like that's where performance anxiety.
Right.
It's I guess you could call it the steroids of performing.
Right.
Yeah, as an artist.
Well, apparently. Have you taken a beta blocker before?
No.
Neither have I. I really would like to try them and see what the vibe is.
I want to give it a whirl.
Yeah, I tried a gabapentin for the first time the other day.
What's that all about?
It was cool. It actually wasn't my first time, sorry. But it was cool. I didn't love the feeling though.
What does it do?
It was like well, I took it to put me to bed, and I just prefer taking an Advil PM, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
You don't want to do melatonin because
I do. Let me sleep.
Let me sleep.
Yeah.
Now, is this an ad?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. But that shit knocks you.
I
Like,
thought it was a placebo. I thought
nope,
it was no.
I don't, God knows, but like I literally wake up and I'm like, what happened?
Really?
Yes. Or you want to know like the real, most insane life hack that will actually like put you in a coma?
Please.
You get an IV with Benadryl in it.
What?
Yes. So the day I got back from tour, I got an IV and I had them put Benadryl in it. My vision started to get hazy. I fell asleep from noon to 8, woke up for 30 minutes, had a bite of food, went to bed until I slept for 19 hours.
That's wild.
It was amazing.
That sounds almost dangerous.
It was, yeah. And then I woke up and I was like, how do I go on?
Like-
I like skipped a day. It was the week the hacks announcement was coming out and I just wanted to skip every day until that announcement came
that's
out.
fair.
So I was like, can I do this every day?
Self-induced coma.
Yeah.
for just a little bit.
I was like, yay, skip Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
That's so wild. I didn't know you could do that.
yeah, sometimes you can just skip a day.
But you need that because when you're touring, it's like constant. Your sleep schedule's all fucked up.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Is there anything you do when you're on tour that that like to keep the time going? Because like when I was in the green room with Tucker, they said they were doing water gun fights or Nerf gun fights to keep the time going because they've been so bored.
I sit there and I complain.
Yeah, okay.
Like I sit there and like I don't know, what do I do for that 1 hour that we're in that green room? Oh, they play water pong.
Water pong. There you go.
I eat. Oh, so I mean, like I eat popcorn. Like I usually ask if the venue has warm popcorn, and that like takes up like 10 minutes, and then like I doom scroll and I just scroll on my phone.
Yeah.
I wish I should probably do more. Gun fights sound so fun.
Right?
What do you do?
I'm not like it's not that big of a production for me,
same.
so it's not like as grueling.
Yeah.
I just kind of I you know what I've been doing? I've been having I've been trying to have as many people as I can come with me. So like I just had my sister.
Got it.
She flew down to Tampa. My other sister's already working with me, Nora. And shout out Nora. And like I just try to have like make it like a mini vacation.
I sometimes get anxious when I'm with people though. Like I can only be sometimes I before like a big show, I would I only like to be in the room with Louise and Matt. And then that's it.
Yeah.
And like I can't have anyone else in the room and I'll just sit there with just them too.
And are you talking or is that a moment of silence?
Matt's usually speaking. But it's good because it like distracts me. But I usually just do sometimes I'll be alone with just them too. And sometimes when I get off the stage and I didn't do well, I only want to be in the room with them as well.
Yeah. I kind of I flip a switch when I don't think it goes well.
Oh, I get off the stage and I'm like, oh, that was bad.
And like it looks like every time I get off stage and it doesn't go well, it looks like I'm looking for compliments and attention.
Well, because I am. Like, I am. Like, tell me something like that. Please just tell me I did well.
Find the smallest little thing that you kind of enjoyed about that.
It's the worst feeling ever. I'm like, that sucked. I did a bad job. I hate feeling like I did a bad job.
How has it been with Connor?
Perfect.
Yeah.
He is so anxious, so it helps me not be as anxious.
I mean, you guys are two peas in a pod.
Yeah, like, he's so anxious. So I'm like, damn, like, maybe I'm not the most anxious person in the room sometimes. But he's the best. He makes me laugh so hard.
He makes me giggle.
And I'm excited for him to do some more shows with me. And he's just the best. I love him. And
you two, in my mind, are two lovely gentlemen that can do no wrong.
Oh, thank you.
Truly and honestly.
Thank you. Louise would disagree with that on my end. But Connor, he's very, very, very close with everybody on my team.
Yeah.
So it's very comfortable. Like him, Matt, and Louise are very, very close. So it's just like it's like puzzle piece.
Fuck
and it's perfect. I'm so happy and so grateful that he's doing it with me.
I love that.
Yeah. I always play like the promo video before I go on stage, and everyone always cheers for Connor, even if he's not there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So Connor, I don't know if you know that, but
he needs to hear these things like that. It's a poor thing. He's
I know,
always in
so
his head.
anxious.
I know.
I'm like, you are funny.
You are the funniest.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, I get it too. You know.
Yeah.
Next question. Did you get the part of Jimmy in your school play?
I did.
You did?
I did. I did. I did get the part of Jimmy. I will send you photos.
I'd love to see
of
that.
me as Jimmy. I think I actually have. Don't I have the disc at home of the play? I think I do. Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
you should post that.
I know I should. I think I'm gonna do that today. Actually,
Awesome.
I was Jimmy. I played Jimmy.
Like, hey mom, I really need you to get that disc.
No, I think I. No, I don't. They don't. I have another one.
Jake, you're on an incredibly massive tour. How did you prepare to lead a show like this?
I pretended it wasn't happening until like a week before. And then I was like, fuck. And then I like sat down and like tried to figure out what I was going to do. And I took your advice, actually, of talking about I talked to you. And I talked about stuff that happened in my life. And I was just like, oh, fuck, I'll figure it out. Like, and I had that Puss in Poems now, so I knew I could sing songs from that.
Which many people kind of slept on.
Yeah,
they kind of and I'll say it, they completely slept on that. That is a category of music. It doesn't just fit one niche.
Yes.
You hit every genre.
I did hit every genre.
did.
That's what I went for.
Why are people not talking about
so
this?
you know, I have a Christmas song, and as well, and everyone says I cannot release it because I sound so bad. So I told Alexander we have to go in and I have to layer my vocals. But it's called, I'll give you the exclusive. It's called, not that anyone gives a fuck.
No,
it's called,
I do.
It's called Santa, Can You Pay For Me, in parentheses, I Forgot My Card.
That's
And
classic.
thank you.
Classic.
Right? You like it, huh? And it's one of my favorite songs I've ever written. I wrote it in one day with Alexander, and I'm really excited to put it out one day.
Oh my God. And here's the thing about a Christmas song. You need one because it's a cash cow.
It is a cash cow.
It's a cash cow.
It's a cash cow.
If it's good enough, people will play it every single year, and you get money every year.
I just feel like it's so. I've never heard that before.
Oh, also, yeah,
Like,
you know, the art of it all.
I'm at dinner with Santa, and I forgot my card.
Please, Santa, can you pay?
Yeah,
that's on
please,
my Christmas list.
And then,
is the receipt.
I'll play it for you after. I'll send it to you.
Your Christmas list is just the receipt. Please
yeah,
tip.
please. I say in the song that I don't want anything. Can you just like handle the bill? Like, please.
Go taking Santa out to catch steak.
Right. I love that.
That is fucking gold. No, your songs are awesome. I think so when you were writing those, was that just like you did it in like a time span? You go into
we did one song a day.
One song a day.
So we made like a little documentary, like a 12-minute, and I never put it out.
Why?
We gotta put that out.
We gotta put that out.
Okay, well, she's like, duh.
Do you know how much content we're pushing out through this? We've got your school play going out soon.
Right.
We've got your documentary.
Right.
You know, we needed
my
this,
Santa
you
song.
know?
Yeah. So I
gotta keep you in check.
But I wrote it day. I would always write it day of. There were some songs that like I would have like little bits written before. So like JetBlue, obviously, I literally wrote it on, like I had it written before, and then Alexander came on my podcast and we sang it.
Have they
Nope. And I literally am booking a flight with JetBlue when I get home. And but
I bet a lot of JetBlue like stewardesses probably love that song, but they're not allowed to post it.
You think?
Yeah, I feel like when they're like hating their job that day, they put it on their headphones, like fuck JetBlue.
Well,
fuck this shit.
JetBlue really fucked me that day. They fucked me about, and I lost my luggage. And look, it actually like wasn't really JetBlue's fault, to be honest. A kid took it and like whatever, but I was super upset, and it was just how I was feeling in the moment. And sometimes music is just how you're feeling in the moment.
I have a theory that writing music is super easy.
Okay, so it's actually like not. There's moments where you're like, I am, but you feel like a god.
Yeah.
You're like, I am there wasn't like when I came out with the lyric, all of tapenade is gay, pray the tapenade away. Like I was literally like, I looked around and I was like, what the fuck did I just do? Like,
that's why all these musicians have god
no,
complexes.
I get it now. I'm like, oh my God. Like I will leave the studio being like when I made Postmates, like I was with Louise in the car and we were bumping it. And I was like,
it's a tragic tale too.
Postmates is my favorite one.
It's the best.
And people pay it dust. No, sorry. Pharmacist. Yeah.
Dude. They're all fucking great. So what made you want to write those songs? Was it the poetry of it all?
Yeah, it was the poetry. I had like this whole poem era. And Alexander...
I would never forget, and we need it back.
I know, I need it back. But then I think it got like a little too serious for a second. I was like, whoa, like, this is just too much. But Alexander came on my show and we sang one of my poems. And then he invited me into the studio and I kept being like, he's kid. Like, I don't think he means it. And then he was like, no, I mean it. So then we went in, we did JetBlue. And then I was like, wait, can I come back? So then I went back and we just kept doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And I would come in with like different ideas.
And the lyrics of it all, that's you.
It's me and him.
And him, okay. And
Yeah.
and then the what would you call it? The music,
The music is
or the
him.
beats. Yeah, the beats.
He comes up with like he's like a production like wizard.
The production. Yeah, it's wild.
He's like a super producer. So like he comes up with like say it like this or like like do it like this and like like it was like it was. But like I'll come up with like sometimes I'll be like for Postmates like I knew I wanted that to be a ballad. So I was like, I want Postmates to be a ballad. He came up with the idea for Sugarfish to be like bratty. JetBlue, like you literally like you can watch it on my podcast. It kind of come together in real time. And then like Things I Hate, he wanted it to be very like yelly. Yeah.
It was punk.
It was like it was like
punkish.
Punk
rock.
Yeah. It's like something.
There's a question from the audience. Speaking of Postmates. Oh yes, okay. So this is a Pussy PSA, if you will.
Oh my God, I haven't done a Pussy PSA in forever.
Can you give us a Pussy PSA while we wait for the big surprise?
Oh, I'm so excited for the big surprise. Pussy PSA, stream Disgraceful.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Yeah, I love it. Pussy PSA, can I hit your vape?
Pussy PSA, it's all you, baby.
Thank you.
Delivery.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we can put that right here, thank you.
Oh, wow, that looks amazing. Where did you get this from?
This? I just cooked it up before you got here.
Thank you. And I am starving.
Yeah, please
honestly.
enjoy yourself. So, yes, if that's for your enjoyment.
Sorry, I just haven't eaten all day.
No,
I'm honestly so pumped that this is here. Okay, so I'm going to say hi, pussies. Hi, Jake.
Yep.
Tense up.
Okay.
And you can't miss the tense up. Everyone always misses the tense up.
I would be remiss.
Okay. Hi, pussies.
Hi, Jake.
Tense up. Okay, so we are on the Disgraceful podcast with Grace O'Malley. Her sister got me a lovely grilled puss from Levon. It is a Greek restaurant somewhere in Los Angeles. It's a little tough. I can't. I'm just gonna eat it like this. Okay, ready? We're just gonna go. Pass that puss.
Intrigued.
Okay. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is like passing the COTS test, which is what? Chicken of the Sea.
Chicken of the Sea.
With flying colors. And so the Chicken of the Sea test is basically like Octopus is the chicken of the sea. So this tastes like the chicken of the sea. This isn't like hot and it's still amazing.
Oh, wow.
It's really tender. It's really crispy on the outside, which I appreciate. And really like salty on the inside.
That's
this is amazing.
Talking.
This is amazing. This is outstanding. I would love it if there was like a harissa sauce to dip it in. Or like an aioli. I'm going to give it like a 6.9 out of 8 tentacles.
That is not too shabby,
They're
especially
great.
since it was Postmated.
It's like cold, yeah. It's amazing.
Have you ever got it a DoorDash? Because that's not really something you would particularly DoorDash most of the time, right?
No, I used to do 8 days of Pussmas, and I know I'm really anxious about it. Oh, okay. It's good, right? Do you like it? Do you hate it?
No, I like it. I just I was just double thinking about like eating it off the floor, and then I was like,
I wanted to eat it off the floor, and then Louise looked at me and was like, "Don't."
I feel like somebody had to.
I wanted to.
And I took one for the team. It just became a mukbang.
I've never done a mukbang, and I think I would have a lot of fun.
I've never done a mukbang because I already can see the comments.
Oh, they can go fuck themselves.
No. Oh, what is a fan interaction that stuck with you?
I met this woman named Tori. I think it was in Athens, Georgia, and I was just really moved by her. She really made my night. Tori, if you're watching this, I love you. There was, can I have my phone? I need to remember her name. There was I think her name was Stephanie. I was waiting for my flight yesterday, and she came up to me and we talked for like 30 minutes.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I told her about my weekend and my scaries, and like we really just hit it off, and that really stuck with me. Here, I'll tell you right now her name. Her name is Stephanie. Yeah, it was Stephanie. And I met her cat. And honestly, most fan interactions I have really stick with me and they're really lovely. And there was sometimes like they turn into friends. Like my barista Taylor.
Hell yeah.
Told me she was a fan, and now I see her almost every day. We hang out, and and she's lovely.
That fucking rocks. So it's funny. I feel like you feel the same way as I do. It's like these girly pops, they know so much about you. So like when they come up, they're like pals. And I'm like, if you fuck with me, then I fuck with you. You
Yes.
know, like we like the same things, obviously. So like, of course, we're gonna be like buddies.
No, well, I was obsessed with Stephanie because Stephanie was like telling me like, um, I was telling her how I was like seeing this guy that I was like really happy about, and she was like, okay, but I don't want you to settle. And I was like, oh my God, obsessed with that response from you.
It's really good.
And
response.
so, but like, and I just like love that response. Also, one of my all-time favorite fan interactions is this woman named Corey, and I saw her in Italy, and she was on her honeymoon, and she
You're
was like,
international, baby.
I know. And no, but she's from America, and she was like, I cannot believe I'm seeing you right now. I was so nervous. I'm on my honeymoon. I was so nervous to walk down the aisle that my sister showed me one of your videos to calm me down before, and now I'm seeing you on my honeymoon.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
That's serendipitous.
Yeah. So Corey Beth, love ya.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I love really, that's one of my favorite stories,
Yeah,
actually,
it's
I
awesome.
think.
I
That's
love
really
Corey.
sweet.
Yeah. And I saw her while I was at a wedding.
No way.
Weird, right?
That is weird.
Yeah, it was like meant to be.
Can I get your rapid fire pop culture takes really quickly?
Yeah, the new Lorde song is incredible, and people who don't think so are people who think adding nevertheless to essays makes it sound smarter. Shit.
I have prompts if you want them.
Oh, sorry.
No, I loved
No,
that.
prompts.
I loved that. That was fucking perfect.
Prompts. Sorry. And here's your
That was
puff.
great, thank you. Oh shit.
Fuck me.
Seriously, 2 alphas. All right, we'll go quick. Best Real Housewives franchise.
Right now, Salt Lake City.
Mm-hmm. Best underground reality TV show that needs more hype.
I don't watch a lot of reality television, so, I don't know.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Paul American.
What? Oh my God. The Jake Paul one?
Uh-huh.
I've never seen it.
Nope, you have to.
Okay.
They're so crazy.
Wait, really?
They're so crazy. They're not real people. It's like really crazy to watch.
Okay.
They start
I'm down.
Like Logan, spoiler alert, he's having a baby and
Oh, wow.
it's a girl and he like literally like lost his mind.
Wait, really?
He was like so mad. It's so
Wait,
crazy to
what?
watch. No,
Like,
dude,
angry?
Like angry.
Oh, I would like to get involved
dude,
in this.
it's really good. Like at the beginning they asked him
Logan gets angry because he's having a girl.
He doesn't know what the fuck to do.
He's like, what the fuck? What? She's gonna see this.
And
no?
they did it by WWE SmackDown. That was the gender reveal. I'm telling you, it's like a Mad Lib. It's so good.
Okay, I have to watch this.
It's actually so good.
I'm trying to think if there's a show that I don't really watch a lot of reality television besides Housewives. Yeah, I'm excited for that new the new show, the New York one.
Oh, with the children?
Yeah, with the children.
Yeah.
My friend Ava is on it.
They're
Shout
not
out
children,
Ava, and
they're
I'm
our age.
really excited to see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pumped
fuck
to see that.
What's one website from the early 2000s that you wish you could play again for the first time?
Girl Sense.
Girl Sense. What's this?
Okay, you can make your own online boutique, and you would have you could like you make your own clothes and sell clothes, and some people were really good at it, and the website shut down. If anybody remembers Girl Sense, please tell me I'm not alone. I made a video on iMovie about how much I love Girl Sense. I wish I could play that. Also, for the first time, Wizard 101.
What was it?
It was like World of Warcraft for babies.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You kind of are doing Girl Sense right now. Like, you have your own merch.
Right, but like this was fun because I could like
Dress them up and dress them down.
yeah, it was like
you know?
cool.
What's the strangest TikTok algorithm you've been stuck in?
When the ball hits each other, it doubles until the screen can't take it anymore. And like that's and then like that like usually puts me to bed, honestly.
Who is killing the fashion game the most right now?
Always Emma Chamberlain. I feel like always Emma Chamberlain.
Are you guys acquainted?
We really just I really just kind of like met her, really got to talk to her for the first time at Coachella, and she was so lovely.
Oh, wonderful.
So lovely.
That's
we met
great
at
to hear.
Claro. Who else is killing the fashion game right now? I really loved Mikey Madison's award looks.
Oh my God, yeah.
I thought she killed it. I feel like always Timothée Chalamet. I love what he wears.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got that street style
Yeah.
cool look.
And I love I think I'm not just saying this because she's my friend, but I think Alex Earl is killing the fashion game.
Oh my God, yeah. And
Like,
I need
killing
people to
it.
shut the fuck up.
No,
about
I mean
giving her a hard time
I
about
think
what
if
she's
people
wearing.
are giving you a hard time about what you're wearing, you're doing something correct.
Absolutely, 100%.
And I think she's killing it.
she's killing it.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
Amazing.
Rock on.
Yeah, amazing.
I hate asking people about like other people in their life because it's your show.
What?
It's your episode, you know?
Oh my
I feel
God,
like I've
I don't
asked
give
you
a
so many
fuck.
times
We're
about
having a
other people.
conversation.
Okay. Who is the best female rapper in the game? There's only one answer.
Always Nicki Minaj.
Yes. Okay. Thank God. Okay.
I'm
All right.
sorry.
No, you
no
can't.
one will ever top her for me. I was having this conversation the other day. I am so sorry. That doesn't mean I don't like. I love other female rappers, but there is something like so personal about Nicki Minaj to me, and like so like I find myself when I'm listening to Nicki Minaj, like her raps are so smart too. Like she is so clever and smart. I'm just obsessed with her.
Barbie Dreams? Are you kidding me? She hit everyone nail on head.
And then I'm just like a Barb till I die. Like I fucking love Nicki Minaj. Like I adore her.
Truly and honestly, I'm so glad you said that because there really is only one answer. She was the best to ever do it and
she
the number
really
one.
is. Like I die for her. I also love, I know this might be controversial, but it was my first concert and I do think she's incredible. Azealia Banks.
I thought you were saying Iggy Azalea.
No.
Azealia Banks. Yeah, she a little crazy.
Yeah, but she is so wildly talented. It's like unbelievable. If you listen to like her first mixtape and like Broke with Expensive Taste, her first album, like you're just like it's like jaw dropping. Like her flow, like I'm a sucker for like a really good like rap flow.
Special shout out to Doechii.
Yeah, I can't believe I just said
crushing.
that. Yeah, Doechii is fucking crushing it.
Absolutely fucking sick to watch. She's killing the fashion game too.
She is killing the fashion game.
I just called it fashion game.
Yeah, she is killing the fashion game.
And what canceled show would you revive if you could?
That's literally one of the most beautiful questions I've ever been asked. Always, always, always The Society. Like, how could I not? Because we were literally left on the worst cliffhanger of all time. I still, to this day, don't know how they haven't brought it back. Like, even if, like, half the cast can't come, just fucking kill them off. Like, I don't know. Like, fucking pay them and kill the rest off that can't be there and figure it out because I need The Society season 2. I don't know if The Leftovers got canceled or they just, like, ended on season 3.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to season 4. I just finished The Leftovers, so that I would have revived. The OA on Netflix was really incredible. I would love to have revived that.
You love these like post-apocalyptic
Yeah, I do.
shows.
I do. I like really love them.
Are you watching Last of Us?
Yeah, of course. But I got season 2, episode 2 spoiled for me.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm done watching.
Oh, yeah.
After
I'm watching episode 3, so... But we were at dinner and Brat was like, can you believe? And I was like, hey, so haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I hate when people do that.
She really didn't know, though. Sweet Brat. She really didn't know. She was like, I saw it in an E-News post. I didn't.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. She doesn't watch, so...
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's any other... Oh, maybe Enlightened with Laura Dern and Mike White. I love that show. If anyone's ever seen Enlightened. I don't know any other like canceled show that I'm like obsessed with.
I mean, you just listed off 4 great shows that left
sorry.
everyone on like a crazy cliffhanger. Why are you sorry?
I don't know.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Yeah, I'm not.
This segment is called Who's More Disgraceful?
Okay.
So in this late night game show, we pull from this from here, right here, prompting us to tell a story. The twist is you can tell a true story, slightly fabricated story, or just make something up. And I and you have to guess what the other person is doing, either telling the truth, slightly lying, or just completely lying to our face.
Okay. So it's like a prompt.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can say it out loud and then tell a story.
Dumbest thing I spent a ridiculous amount of money on. I once bought flip-flops for $700.
Jesus Christ. I want to say that's slightly fabricated.
Nope. It was the other week. So
Fuck.
Yeah, they're like silicone too. It's nothing crazy. I don't know how it happened. I got
You better be wearing them right now.
I literally wear them all the time.
Okay.
I wear them like in water. Like I'll wear them like even if I'm swimming, like they're on my feet.
You wear them in the shower.
I can't believe I did that still.
Your mom's going to kill you.
She doesn't know.
Oh.
And honestly, I just don't want her to see it.
Moving on. The strangest habit I have when I'm alone. Sometimes when I'm alone, I'll just pluck my eyelashes out.
I feel like you're telling the truth.
I did it when I was younger.
Oh, okay. So you're slightly fabricating.
Slightly fabricating.
Okay.
Because I literally took a school picture. No eyelashes. None. Zero. Zip.
How would you
zilch.
blink? Your eyelashes are there to like help you blink.
I think I got a lot of conjunctivitis at the time.
Okay, totally.
Things weren't working out correctly.
Right. I love this game. I'll send you a photo of the flip-flops later.
Oh my God. They better be fucking sick.
They're not. Have you ever lied to get into a club or a bar? What was the lie?
Oh, that's an obvious one.
Yeah,
You
that's
could
not.
get it
I
all,
had a
yeah.
fake ID.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God. And honestly, so serendipitous. The other day I was looking up restaurants near me while I was in New York. And what popped up but the place I used to underage drink at?
No way.
And I was like, ugh. And I'm so happy it's still kicking.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm
huge.
so happy. I loved it there.
Give them a shout out. Get them in trouble.
Yeah. Craziest lie I ever told and got away with. I'm really bad at lying. Like, I don't know. I'm.
That's a great quality too.
Can I do another one?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
Well, so much for your improv.
I know. Worst way I ever reacted to bad news. One time I dyed my hair bleach blonde when I got really bad news.
What was the news?
It was that I didn't get a role in something, and I dyed my hair bleach blonde.
Why?
Yeah. Like, obviously, I didn't dye my hair bleach blonde. I'm sorry, I'm still playing.
Please.
Time I embarrassed myself in front of a celebrity. Oh, I mean, this is obviously true. And it was when Ed Sheeran was talking about how the lyric, when your legs don't work like they used to before, is memeable. And I was like, totally. And he was like, yeah, my grandma couldn't walk before she passed. And I was like, yeah.
That was the funniest fucking clip of all time.
So that was that happened in the moment. I was like, cool. That was the most I've ever embarrassed myself. Also, I like went running up to role model before I knew him my senior year of college, and like was like, I'm such a big fan. And he was like, thanks.
Now you call him Tucker. It's fine.
I know, yeah.
It's great.
So
that's really funny. Wait, did Ed Sheeran laugh?
No. He just kept going with the story, and I was like, you can see it. You can see it. He's like, I'm like, totally.
You're just alone with your thought there. Time I realized I was the villain. Oh, I used to stand outside of the girls' locker room with while eating pixie sticks, and there was another girl I didn't like, and I called her a fat cow, and then I tried to fight her during gym around the track.
Can I quick question about that?
Yes.
What do the pixie sticks have to do with any of that?
Because I like vividly remember like putting it in my mouth and being like calling someone else while eating a pixie stick is like kind of ironic.
Was she mean to you?
No, she didn't do anything wrong. She was the only person who went to my birthday party.
And you called her what? A what?
A fat slob or fat cow.
And she was the only person that came to your birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
What elicited? I think you're lying.
So I am flipping a story.
Okay.
I was the only one to go to this girl's birthday party in 5th grade, and then in 7th grade, she tried fighting me every time she got the chance.
What?
I never
What a
understood
bitch.
it. It was so crazy.
Were you like, remember your roots, bitch?
I was like, and then, of course she got pregnant, so I hope she's a better mother.
Oh, God. Okay. Tell a story about the worst bomb you've ever had on stage. Oh, one time I tried to make a joke. Do you know what I'm about to say? And I was like, yeah, and put a finger down if that ever happened to you. And everyone was like dead silent. And I was like, and I heard from the back Louise be like, holy fuck. And like, I'm not doing justice how bad it was. Like, it was like, put a finger down. And everyone was like, it was so embarrassing.
What was the thing? Do you remember?
No, it was so stupid.
I made everything weird one time. We were doing like a game like this on stage, and it got brought up that
Totally.
Sexual misconduct upon me, and I was like, we've all been there, right, guys? And everyone was like, oh, we feel bad, and I was like, oh. Yeah, that was weird.
I've had instances like that where I've like made jokes about stuff that's happened to me, and people will just be like, "Oh," but I usually say, "Please don't aw" before.
Yes, because I do like a lot of self-deprecating jokes in my set, and like the girly pops are so supportive, but when you aw, it loses the purpose that it was a joke. You know, we're still trying to laugh.
Right.
So we're loving the games, right?
I love the game.
Okay, next game.
Yeah.
So we asked the live studio audience.
Hey, wow.
The listeners at home.
Okay, totally.
To submit their niche skits for us to act out. And now we're going to put your acting skills to work.
Oh, God, I haven't done this in a while. Okay, go.
Try to reconnect with a hookup from a cruise, but it's after you both survived the Titanic.
Okay, like, do you want to be Grace still and I'll be Jake? Or do you want to be Jack and Rose?
Jack and Rose.
Okay, like, do you want to be Jack or Rose?
I'll be Jack. You rich bitch.
Oh my God, Jack. I'm so sorry. This is Jack.
Yeah, hi.
I didn't think I would see you here.
Well, here I am.
Jack and I were, we were on the Titanic together and it sunk. Do you remember the ship that I was on that sunk?
Yeah, I was staying at the bottom quarters.
I know.
She couldn't believe that.
I mean, I'm so sorry. I like blacked out for all of that. I was a little drunk. it's so good to see you.
Yeah, I really sobered up once I hit the cold water.
No, I can imagine.
Mhm.
It's so good to see. What are you doing here? Where are you working right now?
Well, I'm working for your family, actually. They took
Shit.
me under their wing.
Oh, that's nice.
You still have that ruby? I'm not doing so good, actually.
The ruby?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gave it to my daughter. I had a daughter.
Is it mine?
No, it's his.
Oh, that pussy. Are you shitting me? And scene. Next one. 2 coworkers trying to find out if the other one smokes weed. But
Okay.
the trick is they both do.
Okay. How long have you been working here for?
For like 2 months, but
Do you like
it's been a
it?
lot.
I just started last week.
Yeah.
What's your vibe with Marshall?
Well, Marshall's cool, but like I like go to the bathroom sometimes, and like he's always in there saying like, what's that smell? And like I'm not pooping.
Are you like vaping?
Well, I don't really like nicotine.
Wait, okay, so I actually was wondering if this was like a chill environment to do that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so the fact that oh my God, this is like, I honestly have fucking hated this job this entire, thank you
Benjamin?
so much, yeah.
Yeah, but don't let Marshall say
No,
that.
I
He's kind of
mean,
an arc.
the biggest. That's why I asked if you liked him too, because like everyone who I asked them, like, what are you like Marshall? And they're all like, we love him. So like
Phonies.
but that's why I was like, I like kind of like laid it out easy with you because I don't want to be known as like a bitch. Because like at my last job, everyone was like, he's such a bitch.
Is that where you left?
Yeah, and like it was just like I was talking a lot of shit and like I got in a lot of trouble. So I'm like really trying to change, but like Marshall sucks.
Yeah, dude. I couldn't at my last job. I had to take a drug test, so I was like, I have to get
No
out of
way.
here. I have to get out of here.
Did they catch you before?
No, it was the piss.
It was the piss.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I'm so glad.
I'm so
I found
happy
you.
we met today.
Yeah, this is really good.
I was like really upset.
You like get my vibe.
No, you really get my vibe, and I was so upset coming into work today.
I knew that about you too.
You did?
I did.
Oh, and you know what? My fucking roommate was like, take that frown upside down because everyone's gonna know that you're miserable, and like you just kind of solidified the fact that everyone knew I was miserable.
No, you radiate like the same vibe I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that you smoke too because like no one else in this office smokes or drinks. It's kind of weird.
I'm high as fuck right now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm about to be, so I'll be right there with you.
Okay.
That was
Sorry,
awesome.
Marshall.
Sorry, Marshall.
Puss getting waxed for the first time.
Like an octopus?
They,
Okay.
they left it up for an
Okay.
interpretation.
Do you want to be waxing my tentacles?
Of course.
Okay. I've never done this before. Is it gonna hurt?
Just a wee little bit. You're good though. Like you expand.
Yeah. No. It's just like I'm just like hooking up with this guy and he doesn't like hair. So.
Can you just expand a little more for
Yeah.
me? Thank you. You're all curled up. It's a
No,
lot.
I get it. Ow! 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 Ow!
Okay, well, I don't know what the problem is. If I cut that off, you'll just grow another one.
No,
What's the problem
I
here?
mean, I'm not here for you to cut it off, so it's fine. It just maybe can we like play music or something? Like
Yeah.
I don't really know what to do.
Do you want
Here,
ocean
just-
noises? Would
yeah,
that be
no,
better?
Maybe like some Taylor Swift.
1, 2, 3.
Ow! 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 Ow!
I really don't.
You know, it hurt way less the second time.
Okay. Do you want to try? Can you bend over? I want to get the tentacle.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yep. And 1, 2, 3.
Ow! Ow!
Okay,
Ow! Ow!
so
ow,
that
ow.
is the sensitive side. That
No,
usually
I know. I
is.
figured it. I feel
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Okay, and a 1, 2, 3.
Ow. Okay.
If you're gonna
thank you.
keep doing this,
No, I mean, I just like you just have to keep doing it. I paid for it.
you're
know?
being very brave.
Thanks. I
Okay.
know,
That's what I
thanks.
usually tell the
Yeah, that's what
girls.
my
You
girlfriend
know.
said. Yeah. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Do you want to just do this another time?
No, I don't. I want to do it now. I've canceled so many times, and last time they charged me, and it was really annoying.
Okay, I'll bring in Helga. Helga!
This was great.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was great. And to close things off, I've got a little bit of disgraceful receipts. This is a look into your past.
Oh God.
And I just wanted to, I wanted you to, please just speak for yourself
Okay.
when these come out.
What is?
Up first, we have this.
Oh my God! That's when I did Ground Puss Day, right? Isn't that when I did Puxtawani Puss or something? And I was like, "This is where is that from? When did I do that?"
Very long time ago.
Yeah, was that from my Instagram?
Do you know how many posts you have?
Yeah, a lot.
A
I know.
lot. It was hard to get to the bottom.
But that was when I just woke up one day and decided that I would decide when it was spring or winter.
Wonderful.
And I think I decided on spring that year.
You have something in common with my sister Nora. She posts for Puxatawny Phil every year.
Really? Yeah. That was fun. I counted it down in my apartment. It was a fun time.
Oh, up next.
Oh.
A little this.
Those fugly fucking shorts I wore every single day. That is actually, I want to say, an iPod Touch, not an iPhone. And I was in the dressing room of what looks like a J. Crew, and I bought nothing. And I was in 8th grade.
You were just there for vibes. Yeah, it doesn't look like you're trying anything on.
I want to say that was like maybe summer right after 8th grade ended.
I feel like I'm going to get in trouble for having this.
No, I posted that.
Well, no, I know, but you're just so young in it.
Oh, I get that. I get that.
Up next.
Oh, so that's my old apartment on Orlando. And we had just moved in, and I had bought no furniture, but I did buy a blow-up squid. And
priorities.
And I ran around the apartment in it. And yeah, that was that. That was my old apartment. That was that. We still have that plant in the corner, and we still have that mirror.
Do you really?
Yep.
Dude, it looks like you're being held hostage by the squid. Like you're trying to get out.
Yeah, like it was. Everyone thought it was funny, and then I was like, it's really hot in here.
And you don't
I
like
love
being
this
hot.
game.
Okay, moving right along. Ooh, who's she?
Oh my God. Okay, so that was when me and Sophia watched the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City finale. And that was then. And she had given me a wig, and then she had done my makeup. That's why it looks so good. And I was trying to dress up as Lisa Barlow. Yeah.
And that's Lisa Barlow.
Yeah, I think I was trying to dress up as Lisa Barlow.
You want to keep that?
Yeah, I'll keep that.
This one?
That was at Remedy Place. Oh my God, I'm like holding my breasts at the time. In New York.
Oh, to which I want to just quickly say, and I don't like commenting on people's bodies or anything, but you look so fit lately.
Thank you.
And I know you're working
Thank
very,
you.
very
I'm
hard
working
at
very
it.
hard.
And you
Thank you.
The results are there.
I appreciate that. That was at Remedy Place, I want to say actually in LA. And it was one of the first times I ever did a cold plunge, and they were like guiding me through breathing exercises.
I would like to know what you're listening to.
It was Taylor Swift.
Of course.
No. There, it was like breathe in, breathe out. It was like
Oh.
meditation stuff.
Oh, no shit. So
Yeah.
you're in it.
Yeah, I was in it. And that's the cover from one of my Spotify playlists, I'm pretty sure.
That's fucking awesome. How do you make your playlists?
It's like I consider them like kind of like musical diaries. So I have one for every year. I have one just for my entire time of college called USC.
Hell yeah.
And that like encapsulates 18 through 22. And then starting when I graduated, I have 22, 23, 24, and 25.
That's the way to do
and
it.
It's just like my year.
I do it seasonally.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I'm too lazy for that.
Songs remind you of a time,
Yeah.
you know? It's good to keep it all there. Oh, here we go.
My letter to he who shall not be named from my first Coachella stay in 2019. The house fell apart, and he charged us, I think, over $3,000 to repair it.
Oh.
And then we paid that, and then he charged $4,000, and we wrote that.
Oh. Can you give a synopsis?
Yeah, basically the house like fell apart. So like I actually tell this story on my tour. The door opens, and we opened the door, it fell off. Like a drawer fell out. Then he accused us of like taking a shit in the pool and like stealing a Chihuahua poster
What the fuck?
and a Buddha statue. It was like the craziest thing.
Oh, that's madness.
Yeah. And the toilets broke.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was wild. Oh. Is anyone up?
That is the caption.
Can we get a date check on that? That's from my old apartment.
Mm.
Is anyone up? I posted this. Jesus Christ.
You're looking like mad casual with it.
I was high in my I was high in my old apartment on Orlando, and I wanted attention.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? You would have got it from me. I'll
Thank
tell you
you.
that. Because that is a sly fox right there. Putting it out there that I just had an epiphany that my new dream in life is to star in an airplane safety video people watch before their flight.
I still want that.
I just saw a comedian in one, and I
Really?
was like, that's fucking sick.
So I actually thought about this the other week, and that is what's the date on that?
Well, on the notes app,
Yeah.
it's April 9th, 2023.
You know what?
You can
I
come.
was coming back from recording your podcast.
No shit.
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
Yeah, I was.
And I actually know for a fact you were flying JetBlue.
Yeah.
That you won't be doing that for this.
No.
No, that'll
No.
probably be a United
Yeah.
situation.
I love United. I was actually thinking about them today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might book a flight on them.
What's your favorite? Is that your favorite?
Like it depends.
I'm a
I could-
Delta gal.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into Delta.
Did you see what they do for you if you get 1,000,000 miles?
Yeah, Heather McMahon
I
just
saw
got
that,
like a
yeah.
whole Million Mile Club
I couldn't
thing.
fucking believe it. It was a
Mile
whole
Club thing.
to do.
Yeah.
Like they have to call you and tell you to get to the airport early because it was so much stuff going
Right.
on.
Yeah. I like want that.
It's fucking sick. And then we're gonna end on this one.
Oh my God. What did I say again?
Oh,
So that was a photo of me my freshman year of college before a party.
You look
and
so straight.
yeah, I Facetuned I used to Facetune my teeth to
That's
be
just
really
not
white.
straight.
And I Facetuned my entire face. I smoothed out and I sucked my nose in and I sucked my face in.
That's so crazy.
So I did the smooth effect, the teeth whitener effect, and I did it was like the resize effect. Like that's how intense I got with it. I like resized my face.
Would you do that all the time, or is that
all the time?
all the
And then I
time?
made a thing that I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I won't do that. I used
Because-
to whiten the teeth.
Right, because when I would start to show up to dates, I was like, damn, they really think I probably look different. And like, honestly, like, this is not fun.
Yeah, because when you get there, you see it on their face. They're like,
Right.
oh, wow, you have a different face.
Different face.
Yeah.
But one time somebody liked me on Hinge and wrote catfish.
Mm.
I know. I know. I was like, cool.
Are you on the apps?
Yeah, I am.
Are you on Raya?
I am.
Is that what you're doing?
I like Hinge a lot, honestly.
I like Hinge too.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone's like, you should probably delete it. I'm like, ugh. I'm allowed to look for love too.
Would you read your prompts out loud? Your Hinge prompts?
Yeah, of course.
I think it's a beautiful thing opening up your Hinge profile and sharing your
Okay, Hinge.
how you show
My
yourself to
prompts
the
are
world.
as follows. I go crazy for white rice.
sugar.
Yeah. My most irrational fear is refrigerators.
Is that right?
Yep, I hate refrigerators.
Mhm.
Typical Sunday, Junday. Just like,
Yeah, of course.
and that's it.
That's if you know, you know.
Yeah, that's like
Is that how you?
somebody will be like, "What's Junday?" And then I'll explain.
Mm.
Yeah,
And then the ones that do it, does that stare you in a different
like
direction?
for the refrigerator one is the most responded to. They'll be like, "Say what's up?" You
Yeah.
know, like why do you hate? Like, well, I like
It's a good conversation starter.
Yeah, it's a good conversation starter.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. I could take some notes on that because mine is dormant.
Oh, okay.
And to finish off, I just ask everyone, what's your walkout song? What's your song that you like your mantra song?
Okay, so I don't have a walk out song. I have a walk off song. So
Okay.
every night that my show finishes, I play The Archer by Taylor Swift.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. What's
That's good
yours?
stuff. I do Party All the Time, but it was originally made by Eddie Murphy, but it's remixed by Darksky.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's good stuff. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time. And speaking of parties, anything you'd like to promote?
Yes. If you want to see my live show, you can get tickets at passthatpuss.com and stream Therapuss, which is out every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. And thank you, Grace, for having me.
Thank you so much for
I
coming.
love
This has
you.
been amazing. I love you so much.
Yay.
You rock. All right. We ended on a whisper.
That was fun.